Assassin's Creed Valhalla Wrath of the Druids DLC dropped today, so I'm not lucky enough to get the game ready like most YouTubers. I've seen a lot of videos 72 hours beforehand posted. So jealous. But yeah, this DLC I've been waiting for my whole life, it seems like. I've played Assassin's Creed a long time, and I've been looking for an Ireland game. Obviously, I'm from Dublin, Ireland myself, so I've been looking for an Ireland-based Assassin's Creed game for a long time. Yeah, we kind of went for an Irish look. That Celtic ginger hair, and the mystical robes. We're gonna go for that kind of Irish look. But yeah, I've literally only downloaded it. Busy couple of days. So yeah, just wanna get to see this map. Hopefully see some familiar things that I've obviously been to around Ireland and stuff. Some really beautiful landscapes here in Ireland. Lots of ancient history, especially when it comes to the Vikings and the Celts. 800s, 700, 800s, all the way up until the Normans came to Ireland. The Norse and the Danes had a massive pull over Ireland. They were used as mercenaries in a way to protect Dublin, which would have been Dovelin back then. Blackpool would have been a massive section where the Poddle and the Liffey would have met, and their boats basically would have sat in there. That was a big merchants kind of key. It's no longer there. It's covered over by stone, because the Poddle actually runs beneath the city. They renovated it just to make everything a little bit easier. What's this? Yeah, a little bit easier to get around the city, because the Poddle did divide the city a lot, especially around Dublin Castle and stuff, which I hope would be in this. To the west, Ireland is attempting to unify under one High King. It would be nice. But regions, this just nice. So yeah, that's why I went for this kind of Celtic look. Let me see what we're running today. We went for that red hair, the savage hair, and then yeah, that kind of Celtic design. I was really thinking about whether I leave this off or not, but that decision can't be made either. I went sword. I went caroling, sword, long sword. Yeah, that's the rune sword. I went for that, and then yeah, not too bad. Right, let's go to Ireland. Pretty sure meet the new arrival, which will be Azar, as far as I know. Wherever she is, she's over here. Yeah, so this is so basically Ireland was divided into many different kings, roughly around 17 as far as I know. You had Celtic kings, you had Christian kings, and there were some pagan kings still around, especially around the Hill of Tara and Brún na Bóinne, which would have been the River Boyne, and that's where, let's say, Newgrange would be, which actually predates the Great Pyramid of Egypt, so would predate Origins, Assassin's Creed Origins.
In my eyes, Sunan.
Yeah, let's go to the docks anyways, find the Tsar, get our asses to Dublin. I've seen some of the locations, I have to say they look very impressive. Some of them, I'll be honest, are a little bit Hollywood, but sure, we have to have dramatic effect, right? but the Giants Causeway and stuff looks phenomenal. From what I've seen, it's Leinster, Connacht and Ulster. It's 3 out of the 4 provinces, which, to be honest, I am disappointed about.
As planned.
We get through this first, we get to Dublin and we go exploring.
Perhaps you can aid me in locating Hytham.
So
what is your purpose with him?
I have brought a sampling of goods from Ireland. That is, if I can bring my ships to dock.
Azar! I see you've met Eivor Wolfkist.
Ah, so you are Eivor. In fact, I bring you a message from Ireland.
I know no one in Ireland.
The letter is from Dublin's king. Sadly, I seem to have misplaced it.
The King of Dublin. Why would such a one write to me?
He wishes to expand trade to England. The purpose of my bringing goods here.
Azar is from the east, but lives in Ireland now. But in matters of trade, Azar, your king should petition Randvi.
He claims to know Eivor. He asked me to accompany you on the trip there.
I know no king, and I'm certainly not about to journey to Ireland.
But first, Azar, you must build a trading post. In fact, where is your trade ship?
Ah, yes. An unfortunate incident, most concerning. Trading rivals have blocked the river, and thus my goods.
A blocked river hurts all Ravensthorpe. Stay. I will put things right.
As you see, Eivor is a person of action. Find me later, when the river is safely clear.
Of course, my friend. I thank you, Eivor. I will find the king's letter in the meantime.
You keep insisting that I know an Irish king. It is a fantasy. What manner of king is it that sends me letters from Ireland?
Right, so what's this now? Trade, travel to the naval blockade, absolutely.
Man your oars!
True. Not worth catching.
Need to row our way out. Dock the ship here.
Give the old cat a rub by before we go out. Right. Let's take command and get up here now.
To the waves!
What direction are we facing? Yeah, right direction.
Can't raise the sail yet.
This wind would fill the sail!
Yeah, so the history between the Vikings and Ireland and Dublin would be the Vikings basically built Dublin twice. They founded Dublin, then they were banished for a long time. They were told to go back to Norway, not to come back. That they was cost the second time they were more invited back. From the stories and the history books, they seem to be invited back to protect the shores of Dublin. They did rebuild Dublin as well. They did rebuild a huge proportion of it. And then there was a long history, about 300 years. Luckily enough, in Ireland you can still see parts of Ireland where you see the Vikings being there, maybe from names, maybe Longship Key would be a longboat key, should I say, a place in Dublin. Christchurch Cathedral, which would have been originally Kilchrist. Before the Normans came to Ireland, that would have been all Viking territory. Ivar the Boneless was actually the king of Dublin. The famous Ivar the son of Ragnar, obviously in this game as well. But yeah, very, very important characters known to have come to Dublin and in this period of time, especially with it being such a massive trading post. You were trading slaves, trading prostitutes, gold, silver, coins, artifacts, spices, fleece even, anything down to that. Trade. It was a massive city. Because of its location, mostly it was right in the middle of everything, you know. It's a little north of France, not far from England, and obviously Atlantic wasn't too far from it either, you know. So
Here's the blockade cleared. This place is heavily guarded.
Man, I have to say I really do like this kind of Celtic look, this red-haired Culan kind of look. I have to say I do like it. Right, so our structures. I'm guessing we just set up a light here.
Remember Frank's double thrust? Odin's costing.
Die, boy. Skriegel. To Valhalla. Right. And these boys. Ready.
You're mine.
I don't think so, sir. I don't think so. Up you go. Anus, pretty sure. Anus shot.
Several cowards already.
Stay.
Try the offensive.
Die, Saxon. Lost your head meat. This is merely a flesh wound.
One more should do it. Assassin's trading rivals are defeated. The river's clear. Now we'll see about this so-called King of Dublin.
King of Dublin. Very cool. So mostly I'd say what's gonna be in Dublin is mostly city centre. I would say there will be a few locations. Surprise me. I don't know all the locations on the map. I kind of stay away from spoilers. Okay, a little bit. I'm guilty, okay? Kind of waiting for this game a long time now. As I said, like, I am from Dublin, so it's like closer to home. Such a small little country as well that we don't get much. We don't get much in luck, when we do it's good. But what I would say is I'm a bit disappointed though that the whole map isn't kind of. I'm gonna fast track. The whole map of Ireland isn't in it, which is very surprising. To be honest, I thought we would have gotten at least 90% of Ireland. We do only have, as I said, have the three provinces. We have the Connacht, Leinster and Ulster provinces. Ulster would have been a more powerful province back then, to be honest. Ulster would be a high province. Lots of powerful clans. As I said earlier on in the stream, that there were a lot of different kings in Ireland at that time. It was divided up into different kind of lands and belief systems, especially when St. Patrick came. Ireland was a completely different country before St. Patrick came. That's when, believe it or not, the Romans would have been in England at that time. St. Patrick was a Roman. He was a slave. So yeah, like Ireland would have been a total different country before St. Patrick. Would have been a little bit more darker, pagan kind of feel, more druidic, more kind of druidry. A lot of druidry going on. Yeah, but listen, we're back to Ravensthorpe now. Let's get over to Azar. Let's see, can we go to Ireland?
Azar, the river's clear, save for a few bodies and sticks. Your goods will get through.
Your reputation comes honestly then, though I am not sure about the name Wolf-Kissed.
The scar on my neck.
Ah, my Viking name would then be Azar One-Eye.
Thank you, Azar One-Eye. My men will help construct your trade post.
Then I am twice indebted to you. If ever you change your mind about Ireland, I will be found in the trade post, once built. Oh, and I found your letter. Here.
My cousin Barith is alive, King of Dublin. They're not... right.
Just gonna read that letter, see what that says. Let me see. Yes, Dublin's glorious king. Barret. Barty. If I've ever seen one before. Right.
Eivor, are you prepared to go to Ireland?
Absolutely. Let's go.
Azar,
Have a
you
bit
did
of
not
crack.
tell me the king was my cousin.
It was most amusing this way, was it not? A little mystery.
I prefer to know what is what. But it was a pleasant surprise.
He's eager to see you. Shall we set sail?
Yes, let's go to Ireland.
Yeah. I would like to see this land.
Come on.
And my cousin Barith.
We're going to Dublin. Boy Ravensthorpe. Time to go home to Ireland. Love this now. This is gonna be pretty cool, I reckon. I don't know what to make of this. I'm kind of nervous in a way to see how, because I don't want to set my expectations too high. Because a lot of these monuments that are in this game, I'm a history nerd. I'm massive history nerd, and Viking history especially, pre-Viking history. So megalithic, Neolithic, Stone Age, hunter gatherers, as I said, Hill of Tara, Newgrange, Nowth, all the old kind of monuments in Ireland seem to be a reoccurrence in the game. Now, I've only seen, as I said, one or two locations. Nothing really that I could say, I know exactly what's going to be in the game, because I really don't. This is my first time playing it, and yeah, it's excited. Let's do this. Entry. Intro. Wicklow Mountains. Sugarloaf in the background. Okay, okay. That's pretty good detail.
Ireland. A patchwork of petty kings jostling for hills and pastures and green glens. My adopted isle.
Ireland as a land for everyone.
Azar, how is it that
Has
Barry,
been for
as north as
100
ice,
years.
is king of Dublin?
Dublin is a Viking city, Eivor. But in fact, merchants and beggars come from all parts to parade in its muddy streets.
Odd to think of Barrett as king of a city.
It perhaps sounds grander than it is. Ireland has many kings. They litter the countryside, and Barrett's throne is not secure. Flann Sinna calls the tune.
Who's he?
Soon to be crowned High King of all Ireland. Flann distrusts Vikings, though he needs them.
Barrett will find a way. As a boy, he wasn't much
As
of
I
a
was
fighter.
saying earlier
But somehow always came out all right.
I'm sure what you say is true. Certainly he is loved by his people.
we seemed to strike a deal with the Vikings with Dublin. We gave them Dublin, let them do whatever they wanted with it, but just protect our shores. Falcha. Welcome to Dublin. Dublin. Nothing beats it.
Your crew can find lodging here. Come, let us find Barrett.
I'm a bit nervous for the accents, to be honest.
Eivor! Blood of my blood! Look at you! You have Aunt Rosta's cheekbones! And you, the 7-year-old lives in you still.
It has been a long stretch since we pelted old Ganfrid with apple cores.
He never forgave us that.
And Sigurd in the clan? How goes with all?
There's much to tell you, Barrett. But let me breathe your Irish air.
Thank you for keeping my ports from being set ablaze in my absence.
My ports? Yes, old man. I can rule my city even without you here. Eivor, you arrive in good time. I'm hosting a feast in honor of my son, Sigfrid. He is 17 today.
A 17-year-old son.
And rather a difficult boy at that. Come, there's much to show on the way to my castle.
A kingship, a son, and a castle. Truly, you have a fine life, Barrett.
Castle? It is a wooden house. Finely crafted, to be sure, but in Shiraz, it would be home to a middling rug merchant.
Lead me to your rock merchant's wooden hovel, Barrett.
Just look at her docks. Wee babe of a city, but the biggest port in all Ireland.
You cannot appreciate Irish air without enduring the stench of our docks.
It is upon the strength of this port I plan to secure my kingship.
Assad told me that your throne may not be entirely steady.
King Flann needs some persuading is all. Dublin's vast trade web will bring wealth to all Ireland.
Let me see that map. Yeah, see, this is crazy, right? Because, like, man, some of the most beautiful spots in the whole of Ireland are all along here. On the west coast, that's not here, Galway, And then further south, I can't point it out, but further south, if you keep going south, stay to the west, you'll come across an island called Skellig Michael. Star Wars, The Last Jedi. Not a fan of the sequels, I'll be honest. Not a sequels man, but it was definitely one of my favourite parts of the sequels. Was seeing Skellig Michael stand tall and proud. Octu, the planet Octu, where the hermit Skywalker took refuge. Obviously with the turn of Kylo Ren. So yeah.
See that? My kingship and that of my children's children
A lot of
will be
beautiful
safe.
places
I
left out,
cannot guarantee
unfortunately.
your throne, but a vast trading web is within my power.
No one else I'd trust my commerce to, old man.
You let him call you that?
I call him worse things.
My king! I still owe you a horn of ale.
A horn of ale.
This is where I leave you.
Don't miss the banquet.
I'll be there shortly.
That's brilliant. The merchant's place, man. Blacksmith. Brilliant.
Barad, my mighty king.
Aoife, this is my cousin, Eivor. Show him the bow I had you make for him.
I'd say the gear as well is going to be pretty cool.
This is for me. The craftsmanship is beautiful.
Me best work. Give her a try. Hit the targets before the sand runs out.
Oh
Think you
god.
can get them all?
What fucking accent is that? Oh my god. Yeah, I'll get
Of
one.
course I will. Stand ready to be astonished.
Aren't you the confident one? Sure, I'll be embarrassed for you if you shat on the eggs.
Watch my arrows fly.
I certainly will. Go!
What is that?
The bow needs tuning, but it's a very thoughtful gift.
You had a long sea voyage, haven't got your land legs yet.
Oh mate, I don't want it. Keep that bow.
Well done, cousin. Wait, is that a house of God?
Aye, Christ's own church. Ireland
Christ
is
Church.
mostly Christian now, and so is Dublin. Many Norse
Kill
chew the way
church.
for
Or
We'll make a
Christ
place for them.
church.
them. I myself have a place in Christ's house, as I do in the house of Thor. So long as a god has my back, he has my altar. I've built this city up from rubble. 20 years ago, us Vikings were beaten. The Irish took revenge and sacked Dublin.
Asa told me that it's a Viking city.
Norse founded it, and I nursed it back to health. When I became king, I was king of a mud pit.
This looks like Dublin Castle, to be honest. All around here. Seems like Dublin Castle down there. The early stages of it, and anyways, the early form of Dublin Castle. Let me see this map of Dublin. Just go right in on it and see what we have. Let me see. What we got around it? What are you? We do have the beginning of the Wicklow Mountains down here. The River Liffey. Liffey River. Liffey.
My home. My only regret is that my mother and my wife aren't here to greet you. They've gone on pilgrimage to the mountains just now. The waters there improve mother's health. I am left to discipline my wayward son,
And to host a banquet.
which should be already underway.
good. Fodia.
Here we are. Please, go enjoy yourself. I must have a word with my son. Come meet him before the night's out.
Hey, you're Boris' cousin. It's a grand do, isn't it?
Are we getting on me?
Hi. Enjoying yourself?
It's great crack. It's a fine thing to celebrate future King Siegfried.
Oh, fucking great crack, boys.
Can I ask, what is your life like in the
Crack
city?
means fun, by the
Well,
way.
there's a fair amount of work, isn't there? Hauling crates, shoveling muck. I'm a tanner myself. Long days stripping hides and dousing them in cow piss. You can probably smell the stench.
I can. I'm curious. How do you feel Barith has done as king?
Oh, he's done a lovely job, he has. Likes to throw feasts. Invites us common folk. More host than king, perhaps, but he's a fine man, and the city has never been busier.
Enjoy the feast, friend.
Slán
well.
Macara.
What do you expect from him?
Azar, I was not sure if I would see you here.
Why is that?
I thought you'd rather take stock of your wares than placidly observe caterwauling Vikings.
And you... You would rather spend time with this gossiping auntie.
I know few people here, and of them, I know you are the one who is always ready with a sweet anecdote.
I do have some information you may find interesting. Siegfried's stomach doesn't agree with cheese. Had an accident about it last week. The embarrassing, bed-changing kind.
He shat himself?
Mortifying for a lad of that age. The kind of thing that would devastate him in front of his comrades. If one needed ammunition.
Thank you, Azar. Your company is always enlightening.
That I follow your example. The example of a pack mule.
Siegfried.
Siegfried! I expect my son to act like the future king, not roll in the muck.
So Flann will take you on as his farting court jester?
Think with your head and not your arse. Flann can assure my throne, which will one day be yours.
That makes you the ass.
Enough! Eivor, my son, Siegfried. I'm sorry, I must clear my head. Could you speak to the boy?
Uncle Eivor. I have to, sorry.
A lot of shit coming from that mouth. Word is you have trouble controlling it out the other end, too.
Do you really want to do this, kid? 2 jabs, double jab, bang bang. Toughest man in Ireland, boys. I'm the toughest man in Ireland. Eivor the Wolf Kissed. The Wolf Kissed.
I guess I owe you thanks for not beating me bloody.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
do
here
me.
to quarrel with you, Siegfried.
Da speaks so highly of you. I wanted to see if you lived up to the stories.
Does anyone? You're unhappy with how your father rules.
Da has the makings of a fine king, but he chooses to play the unctuous merchant instead.
A visit to Norway might do a young Viking girl like you some good.
I'd love to go with Da. Maybe the homeland would kindle his warrior spirit. Give Dublin a fair and fearsome king.
I've lost track of your father. Any idea where he might be?
He wanted to clear his head. That means he's visiting grandfather's grave. Da has a chat with him almost every day.
Bareth can commune with the dead?
No, his conversations are all one-sided. The grave sits at the top of the hill.
I'll find him. Thank you, Siegfried.
Eivor, teach me how to hit like that sometime.
50 euro, mate, and it's all yours. Right, what have we got here now? Let's go exploring. Is this the Dove? That's the Dovelin. So there's your Dovelin, your black pool. Right. Well, we got lads. So this is obviously the inner walls of Dublin. Over the other side. Right, I'm not gonna do any quests or anything now tonight. I'm just gonna explore the map basically. That's all I'm gonna do tonight. Get my old horse. Couple bond. Right. Whereabouts are we? Right, just outside of town. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go where I am from. About roughly where I'm from. You can see if there's any kind of monuments around. I'm just outside of Dublin, so let's just see. Outside of Dublin in South Dublin. So let's see. Is there around? Just gonna take that blood bond. No quests right now. Dublin. I just want to explore the landscape. See what we have. Much going on outside of here, and anyways, I reckon there could be a bit more about the map. Maybe that's just me, you know. Right, so let's see where we can go. It's a very, very small map, I'll be honest, of Dublin. Wouldn't really be... See, that's realistic there. That map is very realistic, but I'll tell you, outside of it isn't. Right. Tell you what. We're mead already. Jeez, that was quick. Whereabouts are we, lads? Right, what's this? Let's see what's here. Yes, lads. Opal. Now I must remember as well that the map of Dublin now is completely different because, God, all of this would be all totally different now. There's your Blackpool anyways. But yeah, all out here would be completely different. There would be land, more land built out that kind of way. This is at Newgrange. We shall see. Right, we'll try head out towards Newgrange then. It looks like Newgrange, it's in Meath. As he said, Newgrange will be one of our oldest monuments. We just take those other two off there, so I don't annoy myself. Yeah, so like, I would say that's potentially Newgrange. Celts. Yeah, that would be Drogheda, up around Drogheda. Yeah. The river Boyne. Let's take the roads, this takes a long kind of ways. I do want to see kind of little details and stuff on the road. Whoa! The Hill of Tara. Spotted a mile away. Wow. Okay, so that's a triple spiral. That would be huge design in passage tombs, burial mounds, cairns, you name it. That would again be the spiral, the eternity spiral as far as I know. Don't quote me on that, don't think I'm right, but yeah. That would be another symbol used very, very much by the pagan megalithic hunter-gatherer Irish, the people who built these megaliths. Some of these stones would be hoisted, let's say, from, geez, on the map, maybe you're talking here, down to around here, which would be, that'd be around there, yeah. So these stones that we're looking at here, some of them could have been carried for the guts of 40 miles by hand. So here's Tara anyways. Tara would be a location where the High King of Ireland would sit. All the festivals, kind of big kind of festivals, Samhain possibly, the winter solstice, the summer solstice, royal marriages, chieftains being oathed in. This would all happen here at Tara. Tara would be a very, very important location. There's the King's Chair, of course. But yeah, basically he would sit on Tara. You do have two mounds, I'll show you now. If you actually look at the Hill of Tara, wow, that's very, very, very impressive. The Hill of Tara looks exactly like that. Yeah, I have no complaints with that. So basically what the Hill of Tara was, it was 2 mounts, 2 stone circles, as far as I know, both facing towards the same, so it was a winter and a summer solstice hill, as far as I know, at all activities. There's your Wicklow Mountains in the background. Glad they did decide to put them in. I'm gonna say that's Dunleary down there, maybe. What about up here? But yeah, incredible. From what I've seen so far. Oh, that's very impressive as well. That looks like Newgrange to me. I'm guessing it is. But yeah, this is quite impressive. That's exactly how the Hill of Tara looks. Not now, obviously. All this wouldn't be here now. We would have trees and stuff in and around the hill. The 2 hills. Size wise, yeah, probably a little bit bigger than real life, but look, the Dovelin down there. So yeah, all around this kind of area, to be honest,
Show me what lies ahead.
this would be thousands of years old. This is the ancient east of Ireland, settled thousands and thousands of years ago. The people there were very, very educated. A lot of our tombs are built aligned under stars, under star systems. Orion was known as the High Man here in Ireland, and we would align our tombs under certain parts of the sky. Yeah, and it just helped with the solstices, because the solstice, let's say for Newgrange is a chamber in on top of the roof, and sun true 1 day a year, the winter solstice 1 day a year. Quite amazing that they were able to do it back then, do all that, you know, well ahead technological boys of their time. These people were stargazers. They had a lot of time. These look like bogs, to be honest. Got this little bridge here. You know what? You couldn't go much Irish than that, to be honest, lads. Little bridge over a river. Absolutely lovely. What's this? These lads. Right, let's start dealt with. So what's this now? Where are we now? I think he fits into the landscape a bit better now with his red hair and Newgrange. It's got to be. No, buying tombs.
not be seen in this area.
I'm gonna say this is Newgrange. I really am here. I'll tell you, yeah, this is Newgrange. Absolutely, this is Newgrange. So yeah, whoa. I'm absolutely in awe right now. There she is. There's Newgrange. Newgrange is a special place. There's not very many places in the world like Newgrange. With that ancient kind of magical feel it can give you. Even to this day, the ritual still works, you know. Let's take a few. Let's take this one up. Oh, Jack, come on. Get down here now. Bust that door open. See what we have in here. Yeah, because there's another tomb there. If you can see. That's probably Nouth or Douth, possibly. And this is really here to this day. These are all here. They have survived the test of time. There's another one, possibly. Douth is that? So yeah, I think it's a 30-mile radius. You've got all those kind of tombs. Let's bust this tomb open. See. And I will say, some tombs in Ireland are actually supposed to be very well known for having underground cave systems, or underground tunnel systems like this. There are a few archaeological sites at the moment that have been dug up and kind of, not so much a theory, more of a, there could be an underground underground aspect to some of these tombs. Absolutely incredible looking. I have to be honest, lads. I am severely impressed with this right now. This game. Little bits of detail on the map, just from someone who'd be local. They've done a good job. Ubisoft have done a really good job, I have to give them it. The details are there. You've got Newgrange. You've got Newgrange. You've got the likes of that, you know. what I was looking for. No armor. Let me see Ragnar Lothbrok. Ragnar. Druids. Bones and all. And bone tools and all that shit. I'm into it. Just very interesting stuff, I have to say. You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if they were actually this big inside, and yeah, it really wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Right, where's next stop on the map, lads? Where else are we gonna go? So the Boyne Tombs. Yeah, well that's the whole new range kind of area done. What's this? Ring forts. Very interesting. Ring forts will probably be about that size as well. Some bigger, some smaller, you know? Oh. What's this thing? What fucking direction are we facing, boys? The Blackwater River. Where's my rattling island? Right. It's time to travel north, I think. We'll loop it, right? So we'll just do Dublin, up, around, down, into Antrim, over to Donegal, Galway. We won't go too inland. So yeah. North. This way. Let's go.
Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Ulster. Old Ulster. Into God's land now. So O'Neill, as far as I know. Don't get me. O'Neill probably would have been king of Ulster back then. The O'Neill clan of Ulster. Oh. So whereabouts are we?
Yeah!
Excuse me.
This area is off limits.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Dovelin. Ach ba les come dinner focus. You're go more the more the trail, the better a mare in over a gallon out.
More and less doing fuck for it, Cockling. Yeah! All this for it, eh?
To the causeway, the Giant's Causeway, right? Will be somewhere I've been a few times. I know the Giant's Causeway pretty much like the back of my hand. If I was to bring you to the Giant's Causeway tomorrow, I'd know exactly where to go, know what to do. So that's the place I'm actually excited to go see, is the Causeway, just to see kind of what's the resemblance like, you know. Let me see when we get here. So it's actually the one. Right, let's go. Oh, look at this shit. Nice. We got the rainbow, everything. Brilliant.
Yeah!
Yeah, so not much excitement going on tonight with it. With the game. Story mode wise, I'm not gonna really cover the story mode much on the channel, to be honest. It's got more the exploration side of the game. I will be definitely streaming it more. It's just not the storyline. I'd rather be able to kind of sit and like reading a book. I don't want to read it let you guys play first, basically, you know. So we must be in Antrim now, are we? We are. We're in Antrim. So I'm gonna go down the whole kind of coastline because I would have a good idea of everywhere along this coastline. Is that the, what would that be? The River Morrigy would it be? I would call it more the Morrigy, the River Morrigy. Up around here. It looks like it, to be honest, Manchester. This would be a place called Ballycastle. Would be called. You know what? We're gonna actually take. Take the whole coast through. Right to the foot of the river. Or the mouth of the river, should I say. So actually, fun fact, this actually would be one of the first areas the Vikings actually hit here in Ireland, up the north.
So the son of slaughter saw his standard setting forth, setting sail to the water.
So actually, as well, this is very realistic up around this kind of area. The seas are incredibly rough. This is quite a normal thing you would see up the north coast. Shipwrecks, rocks, old jagged rocks sticking up out of the ground. Just pure danger, pure danger. Throw straight into the causeway now. So that would be one of the stacks of the causeway.
dead. Dead and dead! We can never eat too much death.
Stop, Dringa. Have you lost your wits? Why berate a man long dead?
This soldier promised deathly peace. He claimed he'd bested foe after foe, each left more dent than the last.
He is dead himself. You cannot kill him better.
I sailed with the mighty Thorgest. I deserve my place in the Great Hall. An honorable death is all I ask. Could you, stranger, could you give me a just fight, and at long last release me from this cursed life?
You have suffered mightily. You deserve a seat next to Odin.
Let it be so. Come, one of us will find the Great Hall. Much more promise than the others. You do not fight like adult. I begin to weaken in danger. It is now that I am most dangerous. Clever stranger. Another of Thorgest's crew. Such as I survives. I long to see him at Odin's feast.
Yes, lads. Kinda looks like.
Yeah!
I should be cautious around here.
So, you know what, lads? I think I'll call it a night on that then. We went right through Leinster into Ulster. We can hit Connacht then maybe another day. But yeah. Wrath of the Druids, everyone. We are here. Ireland is now officially in a game as big as this, so this should be fun. Should be more enjoyable content coming. Thanks for viewing. Take care of yourselves.